So first of all, let's start from the beginning. You do not believe that the Earth is billions of years old.
I don't believe the Earth is billions of years old, but that's not what I covered tonight. I covered the evidence for evolution has all that's been presented so far is lies. Where's the evidence for evolution is what I was asking for tonight.
Well, you were citing your belief that the Earth was not very old as evidence that evolution is not true, because evolution is based on the assumption.
No, I didn't cite that at all. You misunderstood, Victor. I never said the Earth is not billions of years old, therefore evolution is not true. What I said is, all of the evidence used to support this theory of evolution has been proven wrong. Where's the real evidence? I do happen to believe the Earth is not billions of years old, but that is unrelated to the discussion. Even if it was billions of years old, that's no help for the evolutionists. That's only the first obstacle they have to overcome. Now, if you want to discuss the age of the Earth, we certainly can, but keep in mind, I am not asking for my belief to be taught at taxpayers' expense. They are. So, the burden of proof is on the evolutionists, not on me. But go ahead.
Okay, fair, but in order to explain evolution, you would have to believe that the Earth is billions of years old.
That's what I said. The first obstacle, you have to have billions of years to make this theory look even consider reasonable.
Right, I agree. And we have very good proof that it is billions of years old.
Okay, you're welcome to believe that.
So, do you not believe in carbon dating and argon dating?
Which one would you like to discuss? Carbon dating or argon dating?
Or both, if you want.
Okay. Well, I do know a little bit about this. Let's see. Potassium slowly decays to argon. The theory goes that since potassium is found in rock quite a bit and decays to argon, argon's a gas which would escape into the atmosphere. So they say, well, when a volcano erupts, it should reset the clock to zero, and we should have any lava flows, when they're fresh, should reset the clock. And this is how they date things by what's called an event horizon. You can look at any textbook. I'll show you here. Potassium decays at a pretty slow rate. 1.3 billion years is considered the half-life of potassium to argon. Okay? About 80% of potassium in a small sample of iron can be removed by distilled water in 4.5 hours. So, in conventional interpretation of potassium-argon age data, it's common to discard ages which are substantially too high or too low compared with the rest of the group, or with other available data such as the geologic time scale. There's my point. It has to be based on geologic time scale. The KBS Tough, for many years in all the science magazines, was dated between 212 and 230 million years old based on potassium-argon dating. Nobody argued with this. It was dated many, many times. Everybody said the KBS Stuff is 200-some million years old. Until a problem came up. Richard Leakey discovered a human skull, KNMER 1470, under the KBS Tough. Well, now we got a problem. They knew it wasn't an intrusion. It wasn't a burial where somebody dug through the layer and buried it. They checked all that. They said, man, we got a pretty normal human skull under a layer of ash that's 212 million years old. We can't have that. It upsets the theory. So they redated the KBS Tough, even though it had already been dated many times before. They never would have checked it had it not been for this fossil that was found. Now they got ages from 0.5 to 2.6 million years old. I would like to point out two things. That's way down from 212. Secondly, that's still a 500% error. Half million to 2.6 million? We can talk a long time about that one, but the way they keep adding age to the Earth, okay? The Earth, if you want to believe it's billions of years old, that's fine, but I don't think you should use potassium-argon dating to do that, okay? A Hawaiian lava flow, 1801, a known eruption, was dated with potassium-argon dating at 1.6 million years old. It didn't work, okay? A Hawaiian lava flow, let's see, in 1959, they knew when the lava erupted. It's supposed to reset the clock. It's supposed to make an event horizon. Well, how come it's 8.5 million years old? Sicily, Mount Etna erupted. I was climbing on Mount Etna 2 years ago. It erupted 1964, gave a potassium-argon age of 700,000. The 1972 eruption gave an age of 350,000. Brand new lava from Mount St. Helens was potassium-argon dated, and it gave ages of 350,000 to 2.8 million from the same rock. This is brand new lava. So if you want to believe there are event horizons, you can believe that, okay? But rocks of known age, when you date it with potassium-argon dating, it doesn't work, okay? If you date a rock of unknown age, it is assumed to work. This is silly. Now, the potassium-argon dating for the KBS stuff is just one example. Here's how it's done. If you find a fossil underneath a layer of ash, The two layers of ash are called event horizons. Check your geology book, they'll tell you about this. And so the age of the fossil is bracketed by the two event horizons. I'm telling you, it's not accurate. This is not science. Somebody wants to believe that, that's fine. But see, one good experiment's worth a pound of theory any day. Okay, you can have all the theories you want about potassium decaying to argon slowly and the clocks being reset when the volcano erupts and leaves a layer of ash or lava. I understand the theory. In practice, it doesn't work. So I don't want to hear about it. Go ahead.
Okay, you don't want to hear about it.
Fine, well, I want to see some science. I can show you the scientific evidence says it doesn't work. When they test it, it doesn't work. Now, you can tell me all you want about it, but and I'll listen to you. But if you want me to pay to teach that potassium-argon dating works, I'm sorry, I object. It doesn't work. It's been proven over and over it doesn't work.
Okay, I'm not familiar with the sources that you're getting these things, so I will...
Okay, now let me ask you a question. Let me ask you a question. Would the source matter? If it was an evolutionist, would you believe it? And if it was a creationist, you wouldn't believe it?
If the evidence is true, if it proves it, then I would believe whatever the proof shows.
Okay, here we go. Here's the source right at the bottom of the screen. You can look it up for yourself.
All right, I will.
These are all right on my website, drdino.com. The same thing with carbon dating. You have similar problems. And I have all the sources listed. If you don't believe me, I'll show you here. 1949, when they first invented it, the lower leg of a mammoth dated 15,000 years old, but the skin was 21,000. Living mollusk shells dated 2,300 years old in 1963. Science Magazine, volume 141, check it out, okay? And the 12th Nobel Symposium, they said if a carbon date supports our theories, we put it in the main text. If it does not entirely contradict them, we put it in a footnote. If it's completely out of date, we just drop it. They pick the dates they want. Freshly killed seal, carbon dated 1,300 years old, Antarctic Journal, volume 6, September 71. Still not working, 71. U.S. Geological Survey paper, which I've got, people have said that's not correct. We can talk about that if you like. Okay? But they said baby mammoth was part of it was 40,000, another part's 26,000. Same animal, getting two different dates. Anthropological Journal of Canada, 1981. They said no matter how useful it is, the radiocarbon method is still not capable of giving accurate and reliable results. There are gross discrepancies. The chronology is uneven and relative, and the accepted dates are actually selected dates. This whole blessed thing is nothing but 13th century alchemy. It all depends upon which funny paper you read. And again, I think you're missing a much bigger point, okay? Even if the Earth were billions of years old, that doesn't help the evolution theory. All it does is hide it long ago and far away like a fairy tale. It doesn't, we don't see any evidence for it today. Dogs are still producing dogs, and that's all we've ever seen. And anything else is something you believe off in La La Land, okay? But it's not science. So the age of the Earth is only the first obstacle. I don't think it can be overcome, and it certainly can't be overcome with carbon dating or potassium-argon dating. But that's just the first obstacle. And I'm not, again, asking for my view to be taught. I'm asking for lies to be taken out of the books. Now, nobody yet tonight has come forward and defended any of the lies I shared tonight and said, that's not a lie, it's true. Is somebody come forward and defend, is it true the embryo has gill slits? Is it true the whale has a vestigial pelvis? I want to see the evidence for that, okay? Go ahead.
May I defend your attacks on vestigial organs and...
Sure.
Also, related to that, several times tonight you've cited as evidence against evolution that dogs do not produce non-dogs, and horses.
Wait, one thing at a time. You want to talk about vestigial organs or dogs producing non-dogs?
Well, I want to talk about both, but I guess, okay,